The Science of Getting Rich.
Hello, and welcome to another chapter of our course, The Science of Getting Rich. And now, we are going to dive into what is perhaps the most important chapter of this book. Throughout his entire work, the author says that we must do things in a certain way, but at no point does he didactically explain what this certain way is. Because of this, it has always been one of the great mysteries of this book. And if you don't definitively know what it means to do things in a certain way, the study of this book will be for nothing. But since you've been following this course systematically, if you've done all the exercises proposed so far, you should already know what it means to do things in a certain way. However, as this work values clarity, in this chapter we will make it very clear what it means to do things in a certain way, because knowing this is fundamental. It is the basis of the entire study of the science of getting rich. So, to think in a certain way is to think of the cause. It's thinking about what will cause, what will bring about, the wealth in your life. As has been said before, it is to think according to the laws of the universe. It is to think according to the law of cause and effect. If you have learned this, if you came up with this answer internally, you are absolutely correct. This is the right answer. To think in a certain way is to think of the cause. It is the cause that will bring wealth into your life. So what is this cause? The cause is you knowing exactly what it is you want to achieve in life. By now, you should have a clear mental image of everything you want for your life. You should be able to see this life in your mind in minute detail, because what you are trying to achieve must be something truly important so that it can be impressed upon the formless substance. In this work, the author recommends that you create a perfect image of what you want. However, many people have a big problem with visualization. Many people can't visualize. So what are you going to do? You are going to do what was recommended in the other chapter. If you haven't done it, stop everything and start doing it now, as this is fundamental for the science of getting rich to work in your life. You will write down in minute detail on a sheet of paper what it is you want for your life. You must have a clear mental picture of what you want. You must be very clear about what you are trying to achieve in life. And having a clear image in your mind has nothing to do with the expression, "I'm in this course to learn how to make a lot of money." Making money is not specific, it's not clear, especially because it's not the money itself that we want. We are in search of what money can provide for us. So, you will write on that sheet of paper in minute detail what you want for your life. And more importantly, you must read what you wrote twice a day, in the morning right after you wake up, and at night before you go to sleep. This is to impress upon your mind the image of what it is you want. But it's also important to learn what the author teaches us about this. The author said that you can't just have one moment in the day to stop and reflect on what you want. You should not set aside only a small moment to think about what you truly desire in your life. Because what you truly desire stays in your mind all the time, and that's how your mental image should be. It should be impressed upon your mind all the time, not just for a few minutes a day. You must channel all your energy, all your thought, into this objective. Because where focus goes, energy flows. The author says you must hold your image as a purpose to be achieved. It must be a burning desire, something you truly yearn for. You must have a purpose, a determination that you will either achieve it, or you will achieve it. There is no middle ground, there is no magic. You must have the desire to make things happen. You will have this clear image in your mind that you've created. This image of what you want, the house, the car, the company you want to have. And it must serve as your guide, as your life's purpose. This must be rooted within you, and you must believe. You must believe that there is a force that moves you, that there is a thinking substance upon which you can impress these thoughts. That you have a God, but not a distant God who is somewhere out there. You don't need to keep begging God to give you anything, because all things have already been given. You must accept that you are a creative being, that you are united with the whole, that the formless substance is a part of you, that this entire creative matrix is at your disposal. And you can access it through your thought, through your feeling of gratitude. But you must have the faith that what you hold in your mind is already real. Then you feel grateful, you feel thankful, because it is becoming true. And it is already true within you. You must have this feeling all day long. You should think about your purpose all day, but not in a conscious, forced way, as that will tire you out. This should be a permanent mental exercise until it becomes a habit, until your objective is natural. Because if you always need to remember what your objective is, then that means you don't really have one. When you have a definite purpose and objective in your mind, you will act all day in favor of that objective. You will know why you are doing these things, and you will do them unconsciously, because the image of what you have in your unconscious mind is the only image you hold. Perhaps you're thinking, I don't have all this faith. However, faith can be developed through repetition, by repeating the same information. So if you keep saying that your purpose is already real, that you will achieve it, that it is already true, it will become true in your life. So don't forget to put into practice all the teachings and exercises given so far. We'll see you in the next chapter.